Hello guys and welcome back to our channel Cardano News Today. Today in this video, we will be discussing updates on Cardano and what China said on Cardano. So stick with us until the end. Also make sure you're subscribed to our channel for more daily updates and videos like this. Cardano's first cross-chain bridge has been reported and is set to launch within the following 6 weeks, linking two entities with massive market capitalization. Upon launch, interoperability across both blockchains will be accessible and offer traders a seamless experience regardless of which they're using. The association will use Nervo's Force Bridge cross-chain innovation. Extra features include the capacity to let holders of ADA and CKB Foster use defined tokens on the two networks using the Nervo's calls token wrapping. In addition, Cardano devs will be managing the cost of access to Nervo's tools for Foster dApps. As a result, bridges like this are an absolute necessity in order to ensure that users have a seamless experience. Pilarin goes on to pronounce that the association of the two ecosystems will help blockchain continue to make a reasonable and more powerful worldwide finance system. He also raised that the bridge won't just bring Cardano and Nervos together for this task and trusted the pair could cooperate on additional innovation not too far off. This is confirmed by the way that Cardano and Nervos have cooperated previously, including an undertaking last year to strengthen the security of smart contracts. In the announcement, IOHK CTO Romain Pilarin stated, "We accept that blockchain innovation will possibly accomplish mainstream acknowledgement when end users are not locked into one blockchain or standard, however, can seamlessly access value and utility regardless of which blockchain they're using." The bridge, when finished, will be designated Force Bridge and become the trustless association between Cardano and Nervos. The objective is eventually to have cross-chain transactions that are safer, faster, and at last less expensive than competitors are. According to the announcement, Cardano's improvement team has used Mousebelt, a full-service blockchain accelerator, to fabricate the grants. IOHK will go about as sort of an overseer of the venture to contribute expertise and resources as required. According to the statement from Nervos, upon launch, the bridge will eliminate the requirement for clients to have various wallets when accessing gestures from both Cardano and Nervos. On the two layers 1 and 2 of the Nervos organization, wrapped ADA tokens will be accessible for use across the chain's quickly expanding suite of DeFi applications. In addition, the bridge will empower developers from the two chains to access services and features to extend their dApps and user bases. Pilarin inferred that similar to how the internet was built from the interconnection of extranets, we accept that blockchain will accomplish mass adoption by interconnecting public blockchain networks. When users lock their asset on Cardano, we transfer it to our main wallet, held by the main team, and then at that point, we mint the same measure of tokens on CKB. At the point when they need to get back to their original token on ADA, we burn the sum on CKB. Cardano has UTXO and TX structure, and we use passphrases in config, so it's the same as BTC execution in the Force Bridge, the team added. The progress has been acceptable thus far, with a couple of even more small implementations accepted to finished bridge. We've finished testing Cardano side transaction monitoring, and we presently have the Nervos side remaining. It'll be tested in request to see in the event that we need to make any adjustments, said the team. The fulfillment of this bridge will be a significant milestone for Nervos as we construct solutions to support multi-chain applications by connecting with different chains, including Cardano, who shares Nervos' vision for a really interoperable blockchain ecosystem. Nervos has raised more than $100 million in both public and private offerings. Numerous prominent investors include China Merchant Bank International, Sequoia Capital, and Polychain. Strategic investor publication Nervos token sale, Nervos raises $73 million. We anticipate updating you further once the bridge is finished. The team behind Nervos network contains more than 60 core developers, including previous contributors to core convention research and advancement of platforms like Bitcoin and Ethereum. As early supporters of Nervos, we've worked closely with the team both as partners and investors. They've made no compromises in building their infrastructure, and we're focused on supporting Nervos and the expansion of its dApp ecosystem. Samuel Wang, Chief Investment Officer at CMB International China Merchants Bank International, or CMBI, is partnering with Layered Blockchain Nervos to jointly create and launch decentralized applications for financial services. Also, CMBI will go about as a strategic ecosystem accomplice and assist Nervos with growing its blockchain network within the financial services industry. Ecosystem Development Fund. In 2021, Nervos Foundation and CMBI launched the Innovation Fund, with $50 million given by CMBI. The Innovation Fund will invest in right-in-time and development stage startups around the world, focusing on dApps, DeFi protocols, distributed ledger platforms, and non-fungible tokens or NFT marketplaces. Undertaking a marketplace with strong backing from a traditional bank, there's a decent possibility we could see hybridization of traditional finance applications with blockchain innovation. This is a bullish scenario and one that's seemingly inevitable for the crypto ecosystem. China's Blockchain Service Network, or BSN, the BSN will be the financial spine for the new digital Silk Road for connecting China and the rest of the world. Infrastructure across mainland China will interfere private businesses, regional authorities, large businesses, and emerging markets. Endorsed by Beijing, the BSN is driven by China's State Information Center and upheld by giant state-owned companies like China Merchants Bank, China UnionPay, and China Mobile. China BSN Global Portal. The BSN is split into two markets, BSN China and BSN International. The international portal will support public blockchains. While the two entities will be independent, 5 of the BSN China nodes will be associated with BSN International, which would need to completely consent to the suitable local laws and regulations. The execution of the cutting-edge internet or blockchain network will have similarities to the execution of the www internet. The split among public and private blockchain networks mimics the use of public networks and private corporate intranets. While separate, they impart together through regulated and controlled channels. Ouroboros network was one of the first public blockchains to accomplish access to the BSN. Given their capacity to accomplish consistency capabilities on-chain, Ouroboros could work with finance between the BSN China and BSN International markets through regulated channels. Cardano has expressed a lot of interest in developing blockchain technologies in Africa. In financial infrastructure, however, anything that would perform better on distributed ledger innovation. China has attempted significant investments in the African continent and especially wants to be a dominant player on the continent. It would bode well that the BSN will be accessible in Africa, and indeed, South Africa was chosen as one of the first international locations during the pilot. There's possible synergy between Ouroboros, Cardano, China Merchant Bank International, the BSN, and the new digital Silk Road. Because of this partnership, Cardano's price will skyrocket and will soar to new heights once again. In addition, Charles Hoskinson, founder of Cardano, is of the opinion that the blockchain network is ready for refi, the second generation of DeFi applications that have significantly more utility and work with administration and decentralization. Charles Hoskinson states that Cardano was produced for the second wave of DeFi applications. Hoskinson expects the current decentralized finance applications to be subject to crackdown or regulations from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC. SEC Chairman Gary Gensler said that DeFi is not absolved from regulations and alluded to it as a bit of misnomer, stressing that there are aspects that are still exceptionally centralized. Gensler's statements in August 2021 clarify that projects in the DeFi space can anticipate a crackdown, similar to what in particular was witnessed by initial coin offerings or ICO in 2017. Hoskinson expects another wave of DeFi projects focused on identity and decentralized administration to assume control over the first generation. Since Cardano's utility is almost the same as Ethereum, proponents anticipate that the former should be exposed to similar network effect and adoption as last mentioned. Developers in the industry have felt the requirement for a higher throughput blockchain network which is cost-effective. The list of Ethereum's competitors is a long one. Cardano, Solana, and Polkadot rank amongst the top choices for projects and traders in the ecosystem. Referring to DeFi as a bubble, Hoskinson claims that projects need to decentralize. There's a requirement for certification, insurance, and metadata identity. According to the founder of the Ethereum executioner, DeFi and Cardano will be significantly harder to manage. The founder of Cardano thinks in terms of real-world use cases and stresses on RealFi that according to him as DeFi++, the developments and upgrades in the Cardano ecosystem are bullish at the local assets cost. Simon Dedich, the managing partner at Moonrock Capital, believes that ADA looks super bullish in the current cycle. Hoskinson explains that a ton of design choices that Cardano made, the market is not mindful of them yet. When the projects that are at present in the commercial pipeline come online within the following year, there will be millions of users on the blockchain network. Do like this video. Also subscribe and share to our channel, Cardano News Today. Let us know your thoughts on Cardano and its growing ecosystem in the comment section.